I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
It's 911! Get in there! And I need you to move. I need you to move so I don't hit you. Back up! It's my house! Back up! You! Am I gonna get arrested for battery on a Leo? Because I'm not touching nobody.
Having a good neighbor is nothing less than winning a lottery. They make your life so much easier. But what happens to people who draw the short stick in this lottery and get a one?
If I'm not speaking unless my lawyer's here. That's right.
Yeah. Mentally he's there. Physically he needs some help.
Okay.
That's what she's supposed to be doing. I don't know what the hell's going on with her. Well,
This is what happens when horrible neighbors get caught red-handed. Up first, we have the case of an elderly gentleman who had his morning ruined just because he wished a good morning to a neighbor.
Out one morning and waited for her and said hello, and she told me to off.
But how did all this start is my question.
That's it. He just yelled at me. And I yelled back. Probably the wrong day.
On the 10th of October 2023, a 76-year-old man was walking his dog in his neighborhood like he did every day. But he didn't know this was not going to be a normal morning.
What's going on?
I have a dog.
Okay.
I walked my dog this morning, and I was sitting on a park bench down the end of the road. You want to show me where it do you want me to show you where it was?
No, it's okay.
Okay. And I sit on the bench, my dog beside me, and I see somebody over on the corner, T, that we call it, I call it. And I waved and yelled hello. Now I couldn't see the person's face, I didn't know who it was, but I always yell and wave hello to everybody. Always. And nobody ever has reaction. They say, hi, how are you, blah, 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 or come visit the dog. Well, she got done walking her dog, and I saw that the dog, and she picked it up and came walking over to me, sturdy as you will, and saying something. I said, wait, I can't hear you. I'm hard of hearing. So she comes slamming over to me and took the dog she had from her dog and rammed it into my face. And so I told you not to talk to me. I'm a woman alone. I'm a single woman alone. I have no idea what that's about. And then as she walked away, she called me.
Do you have any idea where she lives?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
The man was punished for being nice to his neighbors and was rewarded with dog feces smeared on his face.
Can you face me? I'm gonna do this real quick.
I was walking my dog up the road here, and for some reason I stopped to look behind me, and she's crouching with her dog down like this on the road, and I don't know why, but it startled me and my dog, and I almost stumbled and fell over. And so I just walked away and went up that way. Nothing else was, just nothing said. So then I came out one morning and waited for her and said hello. And she told me to off and read me a tyranny of cursing you wouldn't believe. And I said, what did I do to you? I don't even know you. She said, I told you not to talk to me. Sometimes you talk to me, sometimes you don't. I have never known the woman to talk to her. I don't yet. So I did say good morning a couple times after that, simply because I say good morning to everybody. And then this morning, she did that over there.
What's she wearing today?
Oh, good Lord, I couldn't tell you, sir.
The attacker was identified as 28-year-old Callie Robertson and soon found in the neighborhood, but when questioned, Callie had a different story to tell altogether.
Hello. Need to speak with you.
With me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have an altercation with the gentleman standing over there today?
Yelled at each other. Is that an altercation? We yelled at each other a few times.
Okay. What's going on between you and him?
Honestly, all it is, I'm a woman, young, by myself out here. He has yelled at me before several times, 7 in the morning, just yelling hello. And I told him, I said, hey, I don't know you, you don't know me. I said, don't yell at me. He keeps doing it. I was like, hey. I said, stop. I was like, this is the last time. I said, stop. I was like, I really don't know you. You don't know me. I'm a young woman by myself. I was like, off. And then today, I yelled a little more. I didn't call him a I do feel bad for that. I don't usually use the But all I want is him to just, like, not yell at me in the morning. Like, can he not do that?
How did he get dog feces smeared across his forehead?
What?
There is dog feces smeared across his forehead.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, because he's saying...
I mean, I do have a dog, but I don't pick up his feces like that.
Well, he's saying you picked it up, walked over, and smeared it across his forehead today.
No. I did walk over and yell at him because when I was yelling, because I was probably about here to that camper from him, and he said he couldn't hear me, so I walked a little closer, but I didn't. No, why would I? That's gross. Who would do that?
I'm just telling you what I'm seeing.
Okay, no.
Do you have,
nothing more than yelling.
Do you have any?
Doesn't matter.
Do you have any identification on you?
I know I can get it. I live right there. I can get it out of my purse.
Would you be so kind?
Yeah, come on, babies.
Callie straight up denied the allegations and said that the altercation was nothing but verbal. However, she started to get defensive when the officer questioned her details.
How many times have you had an altercation with him?
I mean, yelling back and forth like 6 or 7. It's mostly him yelling at me and me telling him to f*** off and walking away.
And how long have you been staying here? Quite a while if you've got it on your driver's license, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I've been living in this RV park 2 years. I just moved over to this spot 3 months ago.
Were you walking your dog to let it go to the restroom this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. And did your dog use the restroom?
Yes, my dog used the restroom.
Okay. What did you do with the waste?
Bagged it up like we're supposed to.
And
you want to see it in the trash?
Okay.
Like, if we got to get that serious about it.
Well, considering it was buried, I would not necessarily tend to believe that was the first one of the day. Or the one you just... Listen,
yeah.
I'll be perfectly honest with you.
That's fine. I should probably call, you think, a lawyer? Or, like, what's this going? Because now he's saying these things. We've only yelled at each other, like, just like, how serious do I need to take this?
There's a crime being alleged, so I'm investigating a battery at this point.
A battery? Okay.
Because smearing feces on somebody would be considered a battery.
Is anybody else here with you? No, just me and my dog. Okay.
Give me one moment, I'll be right back with you.
The officer smelt that Callie was not being honest, so he went back to the elderly man for further questioning, and that's when he found crucial details that changed everything.
I just sat there, like I do often with my dog, and she was rolling over with a purpose, but I didn't know what her purpose was. And as she was coming over, from about the middle of the gray asphalt, she was yelling at me. And I said to her, slow down, I can't understand you, I can't hear you. And as she came up upon me, I guess she said, I told you not to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. I'm a single woman living alone. I don't understand. She said that to me a couple times. I don't know. And she slammed this bag of shit in my face, and I pushed backwards, and then I tried to push her away, and my hand got caught in her long hair on this side. But she got up, and as she's getting up, she called me something else, and off she strode.
So the feces was in a bag that she had in her hand?
Yes.
Okay. What color? Do you remember what color the bag was?
You know, I was thinking about that. It was, they make these neon colors. It was sort of like a teal, the color of my house. It wasn't blue, it wasn't green, it was a mixed shade.
And what hand did she push up against you with?
This hand, I'm sure.
So right hand?
Yes.
And then did she take the bag with her as well?
Oh yeah, she took it all with her. It's up there somewhere. Oh, so she threw it away, but I don't know where she threw it away at.
Okay. All right, because she says that everything you said happened except for that. It's the only thing.
My face.
Correct. It's the only thing she doesn't admit to. She says that's the one thing that she did not do. She admitted to using the foul language. She admitted to using the very unkind description of you. However, she says that it was verbal only and there was no physical altercation.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I want her charged.
Well, I'm going to. I mean, because that's what you want. I'm going to charge her.
Oh, I do.
With this newfound information, the officer decided to question Callie one last time, and everything became clear. Remember the man's description of the dog bag?
What color? Do you remember what color the bag was?
You know, I was thinking about that. It was, they make these neon colors. It was
Copy.
sort of like a teal, the color of my house. It wasn't blue, it wasn't green, it was a mixed shade.
This detail helped to paint a complete picture.
Babe, do you have any dog bags on you?
Notice here, Callie pulls out a greenish bag matching the victim's description.
Hold on.
Callie thought that she could outsmart the police officer as she first pulled out a teal bag, just like the victim described, but conveniently changed it for a black bag while pretending that her dog was running off. This was enough for the police officer to realize what was really going on, and he detained Callie under charges of battery.
Now pull out the one you just had in your hand. Yeah, that's the one that's sitting on the bench, right by the bench. Okay, so you're going to be charged with battery because the physical evidence is still sitting over there. It's that bag right there, the green one. It does have feces on it. It matches the feces that's on his forehead. Unless you would like to amend your statement to me. Would you like me to show you the bag that's still sitting on the ground over there? Because it's going to match that one specifically, right? And there's a reason you started pulling that one out and shoved it back in your pack and then pulled out the dark black one, which is what you showed me over here.
Am I about to be arrested just so I can give him to somebody? Or
I'm looking to try to not to do that, but you haven't been honest with me up until this point. Because when people are dishonest, that shows a decision to do criminal activity and not take ownership of it. You have no criminal activity. I just ran your criminal activity history. You have nothing.
I know, because I don't like to be a bad person. I don't like to yell at people. I don't like to.
Okay. You understand. Listen, I've been doing this for 12 and a half years. I've put in so much investigation on this one silly thing that probably shouldn't be a thing at all. Oh, yes. Well, the fact that I had to just prove the dog bag thing drives me crazy. But what happened between you and him today? Because this isn't the first altercation, but this is the first time it's gotten
I just want him to stop yelling at me.
Okay.
Would you yell at a woman by herself?
But how did all this start is my question.
That's it. He just yelled at me. And I yelled back. Probably the wrong day that I yelled back, as I told him and then I went inside, he came up and walked on my lot, told me to know what was wrong with me, and that's the start of all of it.
Okay.
And then ever since then, he yells morning at me, and I tell him not to yell morning at me.
So as far as what happened today, did it happen the way you said, or did it happen the way he said?
I think we all know what happened.
Ma'am, I need to know, did you smear feces in his face with a green bag that you have in your pack? Okay. The reason I asked you, and the reason I cannot push this issue with you any further...
I know you can't help me.
Well, here's the thing. You committed... What you did today is considered a battery, right? In Pinellas... Listen, please listen.
I know, I'm listening.
In Pinellas County, we have something called adult diversion, right?
He's 76.
Oh.
Should we just call the lawyer?
Well, I mean, regardless of what happened.
Senior abuse. Is that what y'all are saying?
Oh, it's not senior abuse.
No, it's battery of a gentleman of 65 or older, which makes it a felony.
Does it always get charged like that? No, not always, right? But
and if he yanked on my hair, that wouldn't matter at all.
No, he said he got a hold of your hair, but that was after.
Yeah, he yanked me and pulled me.
But he said that was after he got the feces smeared in his face.
Yeah, he yanked on me when I walked up to him.
Was he sitting or standing?
He was sitting, and I had walked up to him, and I held the dog up and I said, "Don't say hello to me anymore." And he's yanking on my hair, and I put the dog. It was simultaneous. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't do it first or he did it first, but it.
If you're really looking for the specifics of that, you closed the distance to him where he was in a seated position. He was at a position of disadvantage as you walked up to him at that point.
I guess
you sit back.
This is probably what he wanted. This is why he kept yelling at me. He wanted me to get to this point. Now that I really think about it, I'm stupid.
Do you have somebody that dog can stay with?
I can take him down to my neighbors. You gotta take me in right now.
Due to the severity of the crime, yeah.
Finally, she was going to be arrested, and Callie decided to let go of her dog to a neighbor, which showed her aggressive tendencies once again.
His name's Brian.
Brian.
Okay. All right, I gotta call your mom, and she's got to get a hold of Brian. Right? You got to call your mom and let her know. She's going to get a hold of Brian.
Yeah, let her know being arrested. Tell her I'm sorry. But Mandy can get the information to Brian using when it comes to me everything.
Brian's a lawyer?
Brian's a lawyer.
Here?
Yes, Barry here. Brian is a lawyer here. I might have his business card in my purse. Just
talk to mom, talk to her boss Mandy, and get the client Brian, who's a lawyer, his phone.
You actually can just take her and search her.
Yeah.
Sure, my car.
Ma'am, so do you have any property on you at all? No? Okay, nothing in your shorts or your pockets?
Just go right around this way, watch your step. Sorry.
Callie was taken to the police station and was charged with battery on a senior citizen, which is a third-degree felony, and she was punished with probation. So, that was a crappy situation, quite literally. Let's now see another case involving a dog, and the details will leave you shocked.
A woman walking around with a butcher knife, and she just tried to break into our house.
Fired. All officers are okay.
A butcher's knife, an attempt to run over a cop, and even being fired. On the 20th of November 2023, the police department received a phone call for a missing dog.
Hello?
Hi, this is the Rancho Cordova Police Department. You called about your dog.
She's barked in the same spot in someone's backyard, but I knocked on two of the neighbors' doors. One of them answered, said that they didn't have the dog. It sounds like it's coming from the house behind them. But it's like hard to tell.
Can you give me an address of where we need to go?
Yeah.
And can you see your dog?
Can I what?
How do you know it's your dog?
Because I know what my dog's bark sounds like.
While all this seemed normal, the next 911 call changed the whole story.
Sheriff's Office.
Hey, I'm calling. I live in Rancho Cordova, and there's this woman walking around with a butcher knife, and she just tried to break into our house.
What address is this at? And is the person white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
She's white. She's wearing checkered shorts. She's holding around a butcher knife, and she's going around
What color
and trying to
shirt,
break
ma'am?
into people's houses. What color shirt was she wearing? Oh, hold on. Let me look at my camera.
And do you know if did she try to open any other neighbors' doors or just yours?
I'm not sure if she did or not. She came to our door once to try to get in through the door, and by the time we got out there, she was gone. Then about 3 minutes later, she circled back and started opening our fence to get into our backyard, and that's when we saw her.
And
she started banging on the doors and the gates. I don't know if she went to anybody else's house though.
It didn't take the authorities long to connect the dots, and they called back the first woman who reported the missing dog, but she wasn't exactly cooperative.
Hello?
Hi, is this...
Yes, I just got a phone call.
That was me trying to... Are you
I know who has...
Okay.
I already know who has my dog. Yeah, my dog's in the backyard.
Okay, I'm sending officers to help you. Are you carrying a butcher knife?
No, I'm sitting in a chair in my room.
You're sitting in a chair in your room. You don't have a knife at all?
No.
Okay, what's your address? What's your room?
I got my dog, thank you.
Oh, you already have your dog.
Considering the gravity of the situation, the police officers went to the house that reported the woman with the knife and took their statements.
Is this her down here in the car, or where'd she go?
Walking that way. I don't know where she went after that. We went back in the house.
Is she one of your neighbors?
So she says she actually knows where she lives. I've never seen her before. We just came out here because she was in her backyard. And we were like, what are you doing? She said, oh, you guys stole my dog, and then pulled the knife out on us. We were like, we don't have your dog. And then
How was
put
she?
the knife down.
How was she holding the knife?
I could actually see. I have a video on the ring camera.
Videos.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, what the heck? And I didn't even see that she had a knife until...
You have a dog back there?
We have two dogs, and so our neighbors behind...
Are they both your dogs, or did you like find one of them?
No, they're both ours, though. And then she was like, oh, I can hear the dogs barking. I was like, our neighbors behind us also have dogs. And so I was like, they're the ones that are probably barking, because they're like, oh yeah, so... Let me pause it real quick. So, I actually downloaded the video.
The woman was identified as a chef called Kiriana Lyles, who can clearly be seen waving a sizable knife in the Ring camera footage. The homeowners were clearly terrified, and they wished for the police to investigate further.
She came back. The first time she came, she knocked, and then by the time I got out, she was already walking away. And then this time she came back in, and we were like, all of a sudden we heard this like super loud banging, and I was like, what the heck was that? And so I got out, and I was like, make sure the dogs don't get out. So I walked out, and then on my other cameras, I saw that she just like barged into the backyard, and I was like, what the heck? And then by that time when I came out, she was like walking out, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And then she was like, I'm looking for my dog. You guys have my dog. I'm like, you don't have your dog. And I didn't see that she even had a knife. And then my wife was like, what are you doing with that knife? And she's like, put that knife away. And then she like hid it behind. And she was like, she was kind of like swinging it a little bit. She wasn't like doing anything, but she was like, I'm looking for my dog. And so I was like, she said something like someone's gonna like hurt her dog if she doesn't get it back. I was like, we don't have your dog. And so then she put it in the back and then walked away. But yeah, but apparently she then knows where she lives.
Lyles was found in her driveway, sitting inside her car and with her dog in the back seat. The officers tried to approach her peacefully, but she was ignorant and entitled.
Sorry,
hello, ma'am. Do you control your dog?
Right now.
Can you control your dog?
Well, she's just sitting there.
Okay.
I just got back from getting her. I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm going through a lot.
What are you going through? Here, ma'am, come out here for a minute.
No.
Yes?
No.
We gotta talk
Leave
about
me
something.
alone.
Ma'am, step out of the car. Hi, pup.
Someone stole my dog.
Someone stole your dog?
Yeah.
Okay,
all
you
my
live here?
gates are closed. I went outside, still no gates are open. And she's not in the backyard.
Do you live here?
Yes, I own this house.
You own this house?
Yes.
Okay. Step out here for a minute.
Oh, come on.
That's when the woman had a crazy idea to escape the police. She slammed the door and even tried to run over a police officer.
Name 5 Hey, 5 boys, shots fired.
A total of 10 were fired on Lyle's car, and it was revealed that she got in the arm twice. Thankfully, though, the dog was unharmed. This turned a normal routine checkup into a heated police chase. Lyles was on the run for about 20 minutes. Since an officer's life was in question, were fired, which became a topic of news for the whole area.
The vehicle's going to be a white Dodge Challenger, heading now southbound. Fired. All officers are okay. Vehicle fled from us. It's a white female adult attached to the call.
The chase didn't last long, however, as the police quickly got to Lyles at a signal, and she was instructed to surrender.
Turn off the car! Put your keys out the window! Go! Turn your car off! Turn off the car! Hey, dog coming up!
Dash camera video captures first responders' call to Lyles, telling her to turn off the car and throw her keys out of the window. For several minutes, she refuses.
Dog in the car! Dog in the car! Hey, hey! Yeah, stay in traffic! Throw the keys out the window! Throw your keys out the window! Yeah! Turn your car off! Turn it off now! Hey, one at a time! One at a time! Hands up! Keys out of the car!
Eventually, she opens the driver's side door before closing it again.
Who's arresting? Hey! Step out of the vehicle! Go.
Then she does it again. After inching forward several times, she finally puts the car in park and gets out.
Turn around! Turn around! Face away! Cool!
When she's close enough, deputies tackle Lyles and put her into cuffs.
Lyles was taken to the police station where she was booked for an officer and fleeing. She spent 6 months in prison with a bail amount of $500,000. Now, let's take a look at what happens when your caretaker turns out to be a Karen.
Mentally he's there, physically he needs some help.
Okay.
That's what she's supposed to be doing. I don't know what.
I slapped him the other day. I actually spanked him. I only let him go from the bedroom to the bathroom. He's not allowed to go anywhere else in my house.
On the 2nd of November 2022, 911 received a call from a woman saying she needed assistance for her tenant. But when the police reached there, it was a whole different story altogether.
Don't tell me to calm down. Get in there.
I never said a single word. I never said to calm down. I'm trying to figure out what's going on before
It's 911. Get in there.
There's no immediate emergency.
How do you know?
He's sitting on the bed.
Yeah. Oh my God. I swear to God, I've already got a lawsuit. The last cop that was here got me upset and I was supposed to calm down. Go in there and you'll know why
Why am I here?
Because I called 911 and I said, bring an ambulance. He needs medical care.
So an ambulance. So this isn't a law enforcement issue.
No, it isn't. The fuck it is. I've been told you all are qualified. And I did not need to be told that. No, I didn't. No, I'm not needed. Okay. Yep. I don't need your services.
According to Jody, her tenant, who was physically able, needed medical help. However, when the police officers investigated, he seemed fine. On the other hand, Jody was losing her cool, becoming more agitated and uncooperative with every passing second.
What's going on, man?
I'm not fine. Nothing's going on. It's fine.
Ma'am.
I'm fine.
Listen to me. You're screaming at 1:07 in the morning.
Yeah, no, I haven't slept for 4 hours in 5 days.
Okay, so let's just.
No, I'm not going to answer a question. I just said nothing's going on. I just called 911, and you can arrest me for making a call that's not necessary.
What for?
I'm not speaking. I'm not speaking until my attorney's here.
Okay, call your attorney then.
Yeah, if I'm not speaking unless my lawyer's here. That's right. Sorry, y'all aren't gonna get me this time.
Hey, stay right here.
It's my house. Don't you order me around. You won't take my order. You guys are getting sued like my attorney's already on it. Look at my arm, sir. Fuck you! Am I gonna get arrested for battery on a Leo? Because I'm not touching nobody. And I need you to move. I need you to move so I don't hit you. Back up! It's my house! Back up!
Are you threatening me?
Yeah, I am! Yeah, I'm threatening. Oh my God! You are! Oh my God! Hey! Oh my God!
Being placed under arrest. Stop! Stop resisting.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Assault on a law enforcement officer. You made a credible threat that you're going to do harm to a law enforcement officer.
Do you know that means the threatening? Oh my God.
He's physically handicapped. I don't believe he.
Okay. Okay. You're right. You're right. I'm not going to resist. I'm not resisting arrest.
Awesome. There you go.
Jimmy, I'm getting arrested. Can you tell him what's going on? Oh my God. I'm not right. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is, I'm so irate right now, aren't I? Huh? I'm irate enough that I need to be arrested.
Yep.
I served him with legal papers. I have a caseworker on it. Don't go in my home. You're not allowed in my home, or you will be arrested for entering my home without a search warrant.
Get inside.
That's really gonna up.
Put your leg up.
I'm gonna put my leg up. If I'm not gonna resist, I'm gonna show everybody how psychotic I am. Yeah.
Sit down right here so I can put the seatbelt on for you, please.
I think you can reach it. Mine got a broken arm. Stretch a little. No! I'm not moving.
The officers had had enough of her constant, and Jody was detained after she threatened a law enforcement officer. One of the neighbors also came out, and the officers took his statement, only to realize this is not the first time she's done something like this.
Who is she to you? Just a neighbor? What did she bang on your door for?
Door, window. I don't know. She's been over at my house about 4 times today.
Okay. Who's Jimmy to her?
This guy?
Yeah.
Money. Tenant.
So he brings in. So he just lives there.
Yeah, he lives there. And pays good money to live there.
Okay. All right.
They've been there about 3 years.
Is this recent that she's been doing this?
It's been going on for, like 6 months.
Okay. Is she physically handicapped, mentally handicapped, bit of both?
Old, lazy, won't get around.
Okay.
She's been...
Well, I only ask because he's laying on pee pads, so like...
Yeah, bladder control. Yeah.
No, I understand that.
Yeah. No, but he wheelchairs around. The other day he was over here in his little sit-down wheel around thing. Mentally he's there. Physically he needs some help.
Okay.
That's what she's supposed to be doing. I don't know what the hell's going on with her mom.
So, not only was she abusive to the officers, but Jody had also been mistreating her tenant, who she was supposed to take care of. Not to mention the drama in front of the neighbors. The officers decided to take her in, but she managed to wiggle free from the handcuffs.
We're going to open this door, and we're going to put your handcuffs back behind your back.
Okay. Because I'm a threat right now.
It doesn't matter if you're a threat.
Okay.
Our policy is that you get handcuffed in the back.
Oh, okay.
So if you slip your handcuffs again, I'm going to take that as you're attempting to escape. And then that's going to be another criminal charge.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're going to open the door.
Okay.
We're going to be polite.
Yeah.
We're not going to attempt.
You've been polite so far.
We're not going to attempt to hit.
Everybody's been real polite.
Okay. We're not going to attempt to hit me or any of my officers, and we're going to fix your handcuffs, and you're going to stay that way. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and face that way for me. And then put your hands behind your back.
Okay. Do you see that arm? I just had 5 surgeries. I refuse.
Don't.
I refuse.
You refuse?
I refuse. I'm refusing arrest. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, you're damn right. I'm refusing arrest. I'm resisting arrest. You're probably going to arrest me for battery on an officer. Right? I got battery. That's why you just threw me in jail. It's a battery on a Leo. I got it. I understand. I understand. I'm trying to put my finger out. They should make it a little tighter.
Well,
You're pulling my arms.
we have to make it tighter so you don't get out of the vehicle.
Okay.
How about in the car?
Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'm in. My hands are behind.
And it was at that moment that she knew she was going behind bars. Jody thought it was time to confess.
I've got a broken arm. This lunatic's in there, but he's old and he's handicapped. Is that right? Is that what you told me when you arrested me? He can't help what he's doing. He's old and he's handicapped. Well, he's above my pay scale. He's a little above my professional level. I slapped him the other day. I actually spanked him.
Who'd you spank?
Spanked him.
Who?
Kenny.
Who's Kenny?
I don't know.
Who's Kenny? Who's Kenny? Who is Kenny? She got quiet pretty quick.
Just had your $210,000 house destroyed from a man that I've done nothing but cater to, cook, clean. I had literally been up all day washing about 20 towels 3 times each. And I had to do it right away because it was full of his feces that he all over my $1,000 mattress. But I'll be calm. Because, God, I don't want another charge.
I know.
Is your body cam still on? Officer, is your body cam still on?
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I'm requesting that your body cam on.
It's on.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
It's looking straight at you.
It's on, and it's on.
Robert did something. That's right.
Okay.
If you thought that this tantrum was over, boy, would you be wrong.
Can I ask you a question?
A wonderful night.
I'd like to know if every time every officer's been out there, do they all have body cams on? Is it a law? Is it required? Oh, I think if you don't answer me, you're in big trouble. I don't know. Maybe if I ask you too many questions, you'll make that a charge. And I wasn't supposed to let him dehydrate or get hungry. I was to go out and fix his food because I only let him go from the bedroom to the bathroom. He's not allowed to go anywhere else in my house. He's just allowed to scream and yell at me and throw things around his room and scream and yell at me to get out of his room. It's his room. It's not my room. He rents it. He's a renter that I've already illegally evicted.
Looks like her coping mechanism is singing.
My shepherd, I shall not want. He leadeth me in I'm already out.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Assault on Leo, resisting is out. I think that was her last charge here, too. Ooh, somebody's broken here?
No.
No, I am trying to close the door. Oh, I forgot another illness I've done. This is, I have.
Cardio's pretty good. Kicking my car the whole time.
Yeah. Amazing.
Finally, the nightmare drive was over, and Jody was charged with intimidation, threat with serious bodily harm to a law enforcement officer, and resisting arrest without. Evidently, she was also found guilty on both charges. From a physically disabled victim to a racist suspect with mental disorders, let's see how this person made his neighbors' lives a misery.
People are crazy like this. These are the people you hear about on the news that did something to their neighbor.
I know he drinks all the time. His grandma or his mom owns that house.
They can sit in their front yard.
Yeah, but if they talk to me, well,
Hey,
they don't have.
Dylan,
I don't have that.
Dylan.
Shit. I don't. Excuse me, I'm talking.
I was talking. You interrupted me.
Mark and his family have had multiple altercations with a particular neighbor, Dylan, and they were already fighting him in court, but this day it crossed all limits. The man with the disorder allegedly used pepper spray on his neighbor, and hence police were called.
What's going on?
We have an issue going on. I am in the process. I went.
All right, I'll come talk to you second. Tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have an issue back and forth. It's been going on for weeks, and it's just been escalating. I went down to court yesterday. They didn't give me an emergency order for whatever because we're neighbors, and it's not what I want. He's not like touched me or anything, but he says vulgar things every time we're outside or I'm outside. My family's here from Texas. They got here on the 27th, and this has all just escalated since my family got here. You know, he wants to see his green card. He just goes on and on and on.
Okay.
And it's all verbal, but our property lines, and I did walk to the edge of the property when he maced me. You know, I dared him to mace me, so I guess it's partly my fault, but I'm sick of listening to him, and I do my best to keep my cool, not let it get to me. If this is going on and it's getting worse and worse and worse, we have a hearing on the 27th to present whatever evidence and see if there's how that goes, but I can't afford to move anywhere.
What's your name, bud?
My name's Mark.
We'll just take another report and document this, okay?
I'm sorry I have to keep calling you guys, but I shouldn't have let him get to me, but this is just not going to stop. I can't even have a picnic. I can't even let my grandbabies out here in the pool because of this.
Yeah.
And I know you can't do anything, and I know he's just being wordy and whatever, but people are crazy like this. These are the people you hear about on the news that did something to their neighbor or did this or that. This is some of this.
I know, but you got to find a way to exist without, like, if people are running their mouths, you got to just ignore them. You know what I mean?
Keep saying.
I know, but he'll get tired of it eventually. He will.
That's what people, I don't think that's true. I don't buy it, but
I know,
understand.
but you haven't tried that, right? Because it's hard. It's hard when someone's talking to not talk back. I understand that.
It is difficult.
As it turns out, Dylan also has a racist mindset.
When they came here, he started calling.
Yeah, there's 11 BB holes on the other side of his
Yeah,
car
that
because he
he-
thinks welfare is paying for it because he's an illegal or something, which he has a license. He was born in this country. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Well, he's
He
an
doesn't
idiot.
know all that. Doesn't care.
I understand
He
that.
just-
He came rushing me just the other day on my property. That man, big black man, weighs at least 200, 280. Well, after the Mexican threatened my life last Friday night,
Mark wasn't the only neighbor that Dylan was bothering. Others also came forward to complain.
We've tried to just sit here and not say anything to them, just sit out here and not say nothing, just all day long.
Constant.
Yeah,
Even if
I
you
know.
don't say a word.
Girls can't play outside because instead of fussing, making judgments
Yeah.
my wife and Patty, you know, just all kinds of shit.
And you've already got some kind of court thing going with
Yes,
him? All right, we'll document this, and hopefully the court will come up with some kind of solution for you guys, all right?
I hope so.
All right.
Hopefully, thank you. 'Cause
Yep.
this is ridiculous. All we want is him to leave us alone.
I know.
You know, and I know he drinks all the time. His grandma or his mom owns that house, which I believe it's his grandma, and he thinks that he's above the law. He thinks that he doesn't have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
And this is ridiculous.
Well, it's because he's crazy.
And it all started because I asked him to turn his music down at night.
Mm-hmm.
He disrespected me. As far as I'm concerned, he owes me an apology. I'm an elderly lady. I may not look like one, but I'm 68 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, don't have to, I shouldn't have to be aggravated. I come sit on the porch. I can't even do that in the house, on the front porch. I can't because he starts yelling out the windows and everything.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
I understand. Hopefully the court will deal with something for you, okay? Until then, we're just going to let that process play out, all right? I'm going to get his info. We're going to document this too, okay?
And we've had police out here so many times, and so
I know. Well, he's crazy.
and he He tells me to go in the house and shut up, and he calls me a and
Okay, let me walk over there and talk to them.
Even though the matter was already in court, the police officer still gave some suggestions to the victims.
We gotta try to find a way to avoid it, man. I mean, don't walk over there. I'm not saying that you're at fault, but don't walk over there.
The mace thing is my fault for walking to that property. No doubt.
I mean, you just gotta find a way to avoid him. If he's a moron, he's a moron.
The vulgarity and the
I know.
the way he talks
day
to me,
after day, and it's not
propositions
stopping. It's going to get worse.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, like, inappropriate and being an asshole is what it is. You know, it's a crappy situation. I can't discount that, but you got to find a way to not egg him on.
The accusations against him seem ever more believable as Dylan shouts from his house the victim's testimony.
I've lived out here so many times, and so
I know. Well, he's crazy.
and he tells me to go in the house and shut up, and he calls me a and
Okay, let me walk over there and talk to them.
Then it was time for Dylan to speak his mind, and that's exactly what he did.
No, they came at me.
Okay. I'll come closer so you don't have to holler.
Oh man.
Well, we're
It's
gonna
all focus on me. I don't even have it on. Oh, that's not good.
Hey, Dylan, what's your social?
I'm not giving that to
What's your birthday? Okay. What's your phone number?
614.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the cops and like literally, I got a stack of cops and like.
I know.
Yeah,
This is for this.
We're documenting everything.
I understand, officer.
Give me the rest of your phone number.
Oh,
Okay.
and yeah, I warned him plenty of times. He stepped and he was like, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "Dude,
So you
see
carry mace with you wherever you go?
Well, yes. Officers, I weigh, and don't let them know, I weigh 100, I was at the doctor's last week. I weigh 103 pounds.
Okay.
He came rushing me just the other day on my property. That man, big black man, weighs at least 200, 280. He came rushing me on my property like a.
And this all start because he has people over?
No, this from him.
With him.
No, because he threatened me, 2 weeks ago. Oh, we got some more heat.
Okay.
After they threatened, like Mark and Patty, the true people that live there.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think yada yada. What do you have? Okay.
Well, when they're sitting outside, like having family time, are you talking to them?
Well, after the Mexican threatened my life last Friday night.
Well, why do you have to type words with them? Why don't you just call us, let us deal with it?
I already have.
Clearly, Dylan's answers were spiraling and racially motivated, so the officers tried to put some sense in his thoughts.
You have court proceedings, right?
Well, not yet, because they won't even give me the time to even get time to set up a prosecutor.
Well, they said that there's a court hearing coming up.
Well, then cool, but that's theirs, not.
Okay.
Not,
well,
not
go down
mine.
go down to the prosecutor's office.
I'm trying to, but they won't even give me time to even get down there, because if it's not them starting, it's him starting shit.
Okay.
Or them.
You could go anytime. You Monday through Friday.
I don't have a car right this second.
Okay. I'm sure you can call somebody, get some help, get a bus pass.
Please
There's
don't
a lot of
tell
ways
me
to do
something
that.
I already know, officer.
Okay.
I'm trying.
I know, but we're telling you that you're gonna have to work a little bit to make this happen. Okay.
No, that's why I'm getting on. I'm on the phone. I was on the phone with Internal Affairs 4 days ago. So there's all this document.
But Internal Affairs doesn't handle this.
Well,
kind of thing.
especially when 3 of the cops I got investigated that have been here the past 2 weeks when I'm trying to get help.
The officers were also aware that they were dealing with someone that needs help.
I wonder if this is like a MCR follow-up.
However, he threw it away and walked away.
I weigh 103 pounds.
What kind of help do you need?
Protection from them.
I know, but if you stay in your house, you'll be fine.
Then I'm not gonna stay in my house like some. I own this house. I own this house.
Okay. Well,
My house. If I want to go sit in my front yard, I will.
Okay. If they
Thank
want
you very
they
much.
can sit in their front yard too.
I'm not gonna sit in their front yard.
No,
Thank you.
They can sit in their front yard.
Yeah, but if they talk to me, well,
Hey.
they don't have.
Dylan,
I don't have that
Dylan.
shit. I don't. Excuse me, I'm talking.
I was talking. You interrupted me. All right. You got enough of his story that we can document.
Yeah.
Like he did with everyone else, the police officer tried to calm down Dylan.
All three of these people have threatened my life, and you're not helping.
No, we're trying to talk to you and get some information, and when we're doing that, you're interrupting me.
When you're not,
and you're yelling over me, and I'm not yelling at you. Have I raised my voice once?
I'll come, yes.
Okay. They can sit in their yard and talk, and you can sit in your yard and talk.
I do.
I know, but you just don't need to be jaw-jacking with them, because I know that's what you're doing.
But no, the thing is, they do it first, and I
Okay. Well then,
I'm going to do it right.
Then don't do it right back. That's what I just told them too.
But
because they're saying the same thing you're saying. They're saying
they are.
Okay, I know, but we're not going to get in the middle of that.
Just when you thought things were going to get a bit easier, Dylan starts throwing serious allegations on his neighbors.
Look, Mark has spent literally mad time in the penitentiary for selling methamphetamine. Okay?
The old guy has?
Yeah, the old guy, Mark, the dude I just based. I have no respect for him. He poisoned my community for years to where he spent mad time for it. And Patty, she didn't get busted. She held down the fort, but she was one of the main pushers. I have lost family to heroin and drugs. I've never, ever done one of them because of that reason. And these, I don't care if they're retired now and he's out of the big house, but he done threatened to kill me many a times. So I have no respect for this piece of shit, let alone that piece of shit. He just moved in 4 months ago, and he thinks, I've been here 10 years, and he thinks he's going to be king of the neighborhood over my body. And them, they're 23-year-old meth heads. The mom sells it to them, and the dad, I'm pretty sure, is a cooker. Okay? If nobody can help me, I've been paying taxes since I was 14 years old, officers. Please help!
Hey Dylan, don't scream at us, okay?
I'm not screaming.
Here's what we're gonna do.
I'm not screaming at you. I'm screaming at the video cams. Help me, please.
Do you want to hurt them at all?
No, I just don't want them to hurt me.
Okay.
Stay in your home.
No, I'm nobody's.
Okay,
This is my house. I paid great money for it.
Dylan,
I've been here years, way before any of them.
When things escalate, just go inside, okay? You can hang out outside
Well, that's
all you
what
want.
I did after they crossed into
Okay.
my yard. I went shh, and went inside and called you.
Okay, well, just
Was
do
that
it.
not the right thing to do,
No,
officer?
it is, but you should have done it maybe a little bit sooner, okay?
How not sooner? I called you the second it
I know.
happened.
Dylan, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a report, and we're going to document this again, okay? You've had many reports taken. We're going to do another one.
Please.
I'm going to recommend that you go down to the prosecutor's office and follow up, okay?
As soon as possible, right?
Yeah, yes. And we will...
I'm not going to go down there because I don't want nobody
listen,
putting me in
the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to send some emails to some folks and see if we can get someone to come out and talk to you, maybe give you some more help. Okay?
Oh, well, no, literally, like what kind of help?
I don't know. We got some resources. We're going to see what we can do for you. Okay?
I mean, what kind of, tell me because I'm already...
To help you deal with the situation.
Like, I'm like, literally, like, I've already, like, I'm talking to Nate just to try to, like, I've already got, like, a psychiatrist, but I'm trying to talk to more, I mean, just somebody to talk to.
Well, we can send some from Netcare out to your house, too.
Oh, no, I already have them out here today.
They're right here today?
Well, I asked one of them to come out just to kind of.
Okay.
I asked.
Well, we'll follow up with them and make sure
no,
they do
you
that.
don't have to follow up.
What's our job?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But we're not going to.
Don't do that,
Dylan. We're not going to solve anything right now.
If that's one of the ones that were out here the other night, I don't want her to step foot
That's fine.
on my property.
Hey, Dylan, we've got everything we need. We're going to take off now.
Thank you very much,
All right,
officer. You gentlemen have been cool.
All right.
Thank
Thank you, man.
Next time I talk to Technical Affairs, I'll give them a good word.
This case was already being overlooked by the prosecutor's office, so the police couldn't do much except handle the current situation. After taking the statements, the officers left the scene, hoping both the neighbors would keep peace. Finally, we have probably the biggest reason behind neighborhood fights: loud lawnmowers. But in this case,
jabbed you in the chest? Yes, sir. You want to file assault battery charges? If he wants to press matter about being how he is, then yes.
and illegal parking.
So I can go park anywhere in the Gold Stack the waiting park.
Were involved, which led to a man getting detained. 911 received numerous calls from a man who lodged a noise complaint due to a loud lawnmower in his neighborhood. He further added that the guy had illegally parked in front of his driveway. However, when the authorities reached there, they saw something else.
Hello. Good evening. What's going on?
He's pissed because I'm trying to get this yard done and he doesn't like how I'm parking.
Okay.
Even though I did allow room for everybody else to park because there's nowhere for me to park without blocking somebody's mailbox or their driveway when that's the yard I'm trying to get to. He's trying to tell me I'm supposed to park down by the elementary school. But I did accommodate, make sure I have my cones out, I got space to get around, and as you saw, his own vehicle, he was still able to get out of his own driveway and block the whole freaking section off, which is what he was saying, he couldn't even back out of his driveway because I was blocking the road.
Okay. Well, all right then.
And of course, too, when I first pulled up here, I got started. Before I even made my first pass, he came out there, jumped in, yelling, "Hey, you can't be parking there. How the hell am I supposed to get out of my driveway? If you don't fucking move it, I'm gonna call the cops." Look, jabbed him right in the chest.
He jabbed you in the chest?
Yes, sir.
You want to file assault battery charges?
Yeah, if he wants to press the matter about being how he is, then yes. Otherwise, if we can just let things bygones be bygones, then I'd say let it go. But if he wants to,
we'll time for me up there.
As it turns out, the guy who called the police himself had parked illegally in the middle of the street, blocking the way. Still, the police officers investigated if the gardener's trailer was parked illegally.
That's 12? That's 12. Yeah. Easily got close to 25. 25.
Pretty good. Do that as well now.
Right. I'd imagine this is what he probably does quite a bit. It seems reason. I mean,
the only thing would be
size of his trailer.
It doesn't specify who you come from him or from the.
It just says 25.
Yeah.
But
I'll do that.
But what if he's in the?
It says you can't park with 24 along a 24-foot trailer on any course.
Even if you're in the course of your work.
It says on any close street, but this one was 14 feet. So there was last week I had two trailers. That trailers that were each 40 feet long. And they were parked just like this whole trailer.
So you had 80 feet of space.
Because someone called about it. I was like, I get out there, because the picture just looks like one big trailer. Get out there, it's two trailers.
Find them?
I just red tagged it.
To no one's surprise, the gardener had made a perfectly legal parking, with enough space for all the driveways in the neighborhood. The man was working on an Airbnb and had contact with the owner.
Your ID back, man. So, do you want to press charges for the assault battery?
Is he still trying to press me? Am I potentially facing a ticket for not parking legally?
As from what I can see, you haven't done anything wrong at all.
Is he still being good with it? I really don't want to, but
okay.
As long as everything's okay. I mean, I was pretty sure I was parked legally because I didn't want to obstruct anything.
It's not the greatest, but I also see that, from a practicality standpoint, you don't have a whole lot of other options. The ordinance says you have to leave at least 10 feet all the way around the trailer. You've done that. So I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just this guy's this guy. Okay. Yeah, so. All right.
Your last yard?
No.
Oh, in this cul-de-sac?
Yeah, this is actually a new one for the person. This is an Airbnb place, actually. And the person that they normally had to do it is way into Egypt, so they just needed me to do it 2 times. Today's one, and then another 2 weeks is going to be the other one, and the normal guy that does this one is going to be back.
So you're almost done here and going to head out?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, sounds good, man. I hope you have a good afternoon, all right?
Even the officers had a few jokes to crack at that pissed man.
Airbnb right here? Well, because nobody wants to live next to this guy.
Then it was time to visit the man who was parked improperly.
Hello. Just wanted to let you know that the trailer is legally parked.
So I can go park anywhere in the cul-de-sac the way you park.
The way he's parked is legal. The way you were parked when I showed up was not. So I need to see your driver's license so I can issue a citation for blocking the roadway.
I didn't block the road.
Yes, you did. I saw you when you... Listen. Hey. I'm investigating a traffic crime. You do not have the right to do that. You are detained. You are detained.
Come in my house.
You are detained.
For what?
For the traffic violation I observed. I need to see your license.
You're detaining me for a traffic violation.
Yes, I am. Open the door.
You're detained.
Come here. You are under arrest. You are under arrest.
All 5 of you.
Yep, you are under arrest.
All 5 of you. Hey!
You got a bench?
Hey! Let me go! Hey!
One second. You are under arrest. Quit resisting.
Not resisting!
Give me your arm.
Good Lord! Hey, guys. Oh, my goodness. Don't break my...
Quit resisting. Quit resisting.
I'm not... Ow!
You are actively resisting against me.
I am not... Holy...
Now you're under arrest for resisting arrest, obstruction, and the parking violation.
Okay.
Alright, don't move so I can get these locked.
I never resisted you to begin with.
Yes, you did.
All 5 of you hit me.
It's all on Bodycam, sir.
Yes, it is.
Alright, we're gonna get you rolled over.
Okay.
Alright.
What's your dog's name?
Pepper.
Guys, why did you... What crime?
Parking violation. Come on. Hey.
I'm going, guys. I'm
Hey.
going.
Hey, real quick. We did this once. Do not do
Ow!
this. Hey, stop. This can go either which way you choose.
I'm
All right?
choosing to
You
go
can easily
peacefully.
walk out there, or you can keep fighting us and go back to the ground. Do you understand?
Come on,
It's
Pepper.
yes or no?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
I'm not gonna... I thought I could walk out here peacefully. Yeah, what am I?
I told you.
Bring me over to the floor back there. Did somebody grab my phone? We will. I never even tried to resist or anything. You all came on me like a bitch. Wow.
All right, Richard, you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. Take your glasses off. There we go.
Sleeper, did you get the phone? We get the phone.
Where's that?
It was right next to that end table.
What was supposed to be a simple citation ended up getting the man detained. However, the charges against him were eventually dropped.